Hello. Why is this like this? Anywho, the point of the matter is, okay, the Ace of Swords came out for the collective. And if you're seeing this right now, it's time to clear. It's time to clear it. It's time to clear all things that's not allowing you to step into your highest values. It's time to clear it all. You have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is Leo energy. There's a lot of creativity that's bubbling up within your solar plexus at this point. And you have to trust your instincts. But if you're connected to things that are not in connection to your highest values, you're not going to be able to recognize it or to move on it. Okay? This is not going to be a long message. This is real brief because somebody needs to hear this truth at this point. This is the Ace of Swords. And look at all of this rebirth that's happening. How many embryos are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And this is a swords card. 6 of Swords. The universe is moving you towards a fated position. We're approaching a new moon in Sagittarius. And if you have the Moon Oracle deck, you know that the new moon in Sagittarius card speaks of luck is on your side, which means preparation is meeting opportunity. However, this this preparation that is meeting an opportunity, this could be a low vibrational opportunity or a high vibrational opportunity. But the way this Ace of Swords is coming out, it's saying that it's time for you to live through your highest value so it could be something that is abundance. It's connected to abundance, joy. Okay. And your eternal truths. Something about eternal truths here. This is also having to do with spatial intelligence, knowing your environment when you're in it, knowing who's too close to you because they don't know what spatial intelligence means. If you are a New Yorker, you would know what I'm talking about. People like to be on top of people when you're taking public transportation. Now, that's also a great way for you to learn spatial awareness as well. But once you learn it, this is something you also want to bring into the dynamics of your life that have to do with outside of public transportation, because this is also affecting as to why when you enter into the public, you're surrounded by all this confusion where people can't notice, the amount of space that they have and what's actually available to them, even in the midst of a crowd. Okay, so this is basically like pointing out your authenticity in the midst of a crowd, in the midst of everybody doing the same thing. What do you do differently? Feel me? Let's see what else. The Nine of Pentacles, independence. Straight like that, Venus and Virgo energy. There's a bat here, but the bat is upright. So this is giving me the sign of the Hangman upright, which means you have clarity on whatever it is that you have been enlightened on. This is why the Ace of Swords is prior to that. So you have clarity. There's some of you right now, if you're in this message right now, it was just 407 on the timer. The Messiah is around you. Whatever you consider to be the Messiah, the Son of the Most High, the energy of higher places, that which sits at the right hand of the Most High is connected to higher places. You could be seeing 1144. There's some truth that's being presented to you. For some of you, it's literally from a ghost. Some of you are holding back, and you know what this means when I'm saying this. You're holding back on something, and you know how abundant you can be if you just let go. This is something that's past due. Something is past due. There's a lot of golden energy here, though. You got to take a moment, pause, and realize everything you've done. And I feel like that's when you shift automatically. You shift automatically once you take a moment to pause. Four of Pentacles, and that's the card of pausing, because it would signify you stepping away from all the noise so you can regroup, ground yourself. Four of Pentacles, 10 toes down, your brain and your heart in alignment. Aquarius energy, mindfulness. You're seeing the two sides of yourself here clearly. This is you as the observer, seeing the higher self and the low vibrational self and how they can actually work together. Once you become the alchemist, and once you realize that you are the alchemist, a lot of you watch a lot of things, see a lot of things, read up, research a lot of things, but you're not putting it together yet. 9 and 4 of Pentacles is 2144, 944. Okay. Let me see what 944 talking about. Again, this is not going to be long. I just feel like I just got to deliver this for whomever. You know who you are. I love you. A Porsche. What? Okay. Right out there. And panoramic view. You can see the entire picture. This is giving me Mr. Scrooge vibes. Being able to see the past, present, and the future. Aim for the best, though. 944 is speaking of aiming for the best. This is Hierophant energy. You have keys now. You have keys that can open up several doors. You can open up whatever door you want to open right now. You can open whichever door you want to open right now. Which doors are you going to choose? You know what I'm saying? It's like, are you going to choose the doors of abundance, or are you going to choose the doors of a karmic lesson? At this current moment, for some of you, they're both bringing in the same vibration and frequency, which is presenting confusion. But get to the bottom of it. Like the Two of Pentacles was saying in the last message, that at the foundation of chaos, there's perfect balance and harmony, or perfect harmony and balance. The Ace of Swords calls upon you to cut away anything that doesn't move you towards your highest potential and service in the world. It invites the birth and collaboration of all intelligence, of all of your intelligences, so you can live into the full force field of your life. Advanced brain mapping technologies can visually illustrate the different types of intelligence, overturning the long-held notion of innate preferences for left versus right brain intelligence. For instance, the theory of multiple intelligences aims to broaden the definition so it reflects the many ways people think, learn, and act. This is a different way of thought than unified general intelligence, or IQ. Take a contemporary dancer, for example. Their agility, skill, strength, and precision could be said to have a combination of bodily kinesthetic and visual spatial intelligence. Someone like Bowie, then, would have a predominant musical, rhythmic, and harmonic intelligence with an acute sensitivity to musical components and pitch. Combine this with the aforementioned intelligences, and you get an artist with a high verbal linguistic intelligence and existential intelligence. So this is really about bringing them things together, for sure. 7 of Cups. Now, the 7 of Cups speaks of illusion. I'm getting the vibe of a screenwriter now. Some of you are amazing authors, screenwriters. You may want to research the movies that came out the day that you were born. Okay. And this Seven of Cups also speaks of a rebirth, another embryo here, similar to the Ace of Swords. That's 8. Some of you have 8 past lives. The way this reading is going, and I'm seeing, well, this would be 7. This would be the 8th one, though. This would be the point that you actually transform from all the lessons that you have had. Because 9, most felines as we know it have 9 lives. Or that's just a story that we hear. We got the 3 of Swords, and that's Akhenaten right there. There goes Akhenaten. You see that embryo again. You're a child of Akhenaten, which means you're a child of Nefertiti. This woman right here. You have the voice of the cosmos. Well, you have the voice of the cosmos. There goes the Starman. There it goes. You got the voice of the cosmos. And on that note, let's conclude it with a wisdom card. Words of wisdom for the collective at this moment. Brief message. Have a wonderful evening. Get some amazing rest. Say your affirmations. Express gratitude before you go to bed. And that should be the first thing you do upon rising as well. Express that gratitude. You feel me? Do some stretches. Get that body right. Drink some water. If you're not drinking at least half of your body weight in ounces, get at least 33 ounces of water between now and before you go to bed. Okay. There you go. Go to distance. Number 47, that's an 11. You got the versions of a sprint and a marathon. Round and round. There's a spiral effect happening here. 4725. Give me 1 second. I want to look at this for you here. 4725. What are we saying? 4725. Angel number. Practice self-care. As far as the Hebrew lexicon is concerned, 4725. Standing place. Virgo energy. Stand still. Station. Post. Office. Not post office. Post office. Some of you work in an office where you're being asked to stand in place and observe before you make your next move. Stand in place and just observe before you make your next move. Stand in place and just observe before you make your next move. Okay? You don't want to be impulsive right now. But you also want to be mindful of what it is that you truly desire while Mercury is in Sagittarius and Venus is also doing the same. Or will be. Their conjunction will happen on the 19th, 3 days from now. I've been posting this reel that has to do with affirmations and saying it for 3 days. I'm going to post it for 3 more days. So if you're following me on IG, check out the stories. I'm going to post that because I feel like it may have gone through the 24 hours. So I'll post it again. You may already see it if you haven't seen the stories yet, but that's definitely something you can affirm to self. Let me see here. 4725. Cultivating shrewdness, again with the Virgo energy. The moon is in Virgo though. So you're being able to analyze a lot of the phenomena that are coming through, especially in moments where you didn't feel wise or clever for all that you actually know, and now you're knowing that you know so much. Let me see. Because it says here, I am not wise or clever, for all I know is I know nothing. And I feel like that's the opposite end of that, of what we're picking up right now in the messages. Love the Lord. The Lord has to do with the authority of spirit. The authority of spirit. Love the Lord, your God, with all your heart, all your mind. Love the Lord, authority of spirit, which speaks of the breath of life, your God, that which is within you. Therefore, you have a connection to the God, the Most High, that is outside of you, with all your heart, all of your desires, okay, and all of your mind. Crown chakra, 47. And we have 47 here. Go to distance. So let's look at it. Let's look at it. Let's see. Endurance, strength, the long haul. The oracle message here: something's going to move quickly the moment you decide to go the distance. To bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in your current and the current of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunity, so there is no need to fear the occasional obstacle. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. This is on page 177. Bliss is intuitive, my love. Relationship message for Go the Distance, card number 47 with the cheetah and the Marathon flag. Or my thing is, you'll notice that being posted as the flag of the marathon, but that's also the flag of NASCAR, which is a very long race, but it's also very fast. As far as the relationship message is concerned and going the distance, you either are in or calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth, you are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, the symphony of love will play on. See, this is crucial when it comes to certain partnerships that you have as far as talents are concerned. You can train somebody to sound a certain way. You can, but it's up to them to want to hit those notes based on their training or based on the path that they're on, and the people that is around them supporting their growth, because somebody can literally shut out even if they are receiving that support. So you got to be mindful of that, especially if you're someone who is giving that support, and if you're on the opposite end of that also, where you're not the one shifting but you're also receiving the support. So a new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? The prosperity message is: your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. This is a time to think long term and engage in continued action. You will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. Your efforts, ideas, and hard work now can lead to greater riches than you can imagine. I just had a taste for watermelon randomly. Stoke the fire so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all the phases of manifestation. So I feel like some of you don't even feel like you're in season, but when you think you would be in season, when you think you're not in season, you're ripe as ever. Okay. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. Ashe. Protection message. Do you feel as if you've been wandering in the wilderness now for ages and ages and nothing is happening? When you conjure up the idea of a desert, you picture parched lips, sunburnt skin, and mirages, but there is more to it than that. Amid the hot sands and creatures with resilient spirits, tough skins, and the willingness to burrow deep underground for water so that they may thrive. This is a time of developing survival skills and resilience. You are learning how to conserve your strength, and in this temporary time of austerity, it's wise to be selective about where you expend your energy. Listen to the call of your soul because it will never lead you astray. Listen to the call of your soul because it will never lead you astray. Listen to the call of your soul because it will never lead you astray. This is an important time for letting go of what's not important. So we came right back around to what the Ace of Swords was talking about. Release anything that's not in alignment to your highest purpose. And your highest purpose is continuously evolving. Not everybody's is tuned up to do so, or at least willing to be tuned up, or at least willing to recognize that this is what they're here for, to constantly be tuned up. Be mindful for you surrounding yourself with. I love you, and I will see y'all on the next live.